What's going on, guys? Welcome to another video of marathon versus muscle and the game towards the first Leicester Half Marathon and then hopefully the London Marathon in April next year. So last week's stats. I want to try and do this every week if I can, keep you guys updated on exactly what is going on. So last week I did one easy run. So that started with the first easy run, which was on Thursday. I did 2 bike rides. Both of those bike rides were commuting to work, but with the thought process in mind of trying to do well in time and really get that cardiovascular work as well. Very low impact, which is what I want outside of the runs. So biking is great for that. So not a lot of impact, which hopefully will not affect my weight training too much. And also they're not very long rides. They're 15 minutes here, uphill on the way home, which is about 16 minutes. So they're not long rides, which hopefully shouldn't have an impact on my weight training. I did 4 weight training sessions and I did 1 hit. Again, the amount of time you do that for is the problem. So I only did, I think it was 5 or 6 rounds. It's on the video prior, which hopefully you would have watched, of 30 seconds on, 20 seconds off on the SkiErg. Again, very low impact, really increasing the heart rate as high as possible. So that was training. In regards to steps, obviously that includes the run as well. 12,051 was what I did last week. I consumed 2,850 calories. My weight this morning was 66.1 kilograms. So we'll be keeping an eye on that as well. My protein, a bit higher than I'd like, 212 grams. It's a lot more than I need, if I'm honest with you. But nutrition, the key thing for me is the calories. And then second to that, I know I always get enough protein. I know I always get enough fiber because of the foods that I eat. But with the training going forward, increasing, especially in endurance, I really want to have a lot more carbohydrates in my system to be able to help me with the runs and the training. This, to be fair, is still decent, 339 grams of carbs, but I'm probably going to up that a little bit more, bring down the protein as we go along, and the fat 70 is okay. I could definitely drop that as well if I wanted to increase my carbs going forward. But this week, 212 protein, 339 carbs, 70 fat, and 50 fiber. For me, guys, the most important things, number 1 is calories, number 2, protein, number 3, fiber, and then these 2 depending on your energy demands and what you want to use it for. So the key thing for me is those 3 though, for sure. The calories, the protein, and the fiber. Fiber is so important. People neglect how important fiber is. Trust me, you want to be making sure you're consuming a minimum of 14 grams of fiber per 1,000 calories if you can. And then sleep, recovery is so important. It's not just about the activity, it's also about how we recover from that activity. So this week, 7 hours and 22 sleep in total. Of that, 1 hour and 36 of deep sleep, which is great. And then 1 hour and 38 of REM sleep, which is also very good. And very good, about 20% of deep and REM of my total sleep, which is kind of what I'm looking for. So really happy with that. And then my HRV in the normal range for me, 32 ms. So these are things that we're going to be keeping an eye of. HRV is something I never really paid attention too much when I was doing just weight training, but now with the cardio, I really want to manage my stress levels, and HRV is going to be a good indication of what is going on. And then I will act accordingly if that starts to drop a lot, which I don't want. So this is this week in an overview. Now, going into the second week, we've got 2 runs this week, starting with the first run today. I've been at work all morning, starting at 5:30 this morning. It's now midday. I'll be going home now, and when I get home, I'm going to set off for my first run of the week. Now, the first run of the week this week, week 2, on the Runner app, is a 3.75 mile Healy progressive repeat long run. And today is mile 1, should be run at a conversational pace, then half a mile, 13.3 per minute, then the other half a mile, 13.15 per minute, and then 0.75 miles at 13.50 per minute, and then 0.5 at 13.35 per minute, and then the last 0.5 at 13.15 per minute. I will post as well in this video a screenshot of Coach Ben within the Run app and exactly what he said on here. So a weekly run features in every runner's training plan. And for most runners, it is the highlight of their running week. I'm not a runner. It's definitely not the highlight for me. I'm dreading these long runs, but it is what it is. But I'll post what the app is telling me, and then there's some notes which I'll add to when I'm done with it. So that's the first run today, and I'm going to be doing my second run on Thursday, which will be a 2-mile easy run, and I'll talk to you about that when I do that. There's not a huge amount of people behind the camera. It's just a camera on a tripod. So it's going to be very difficult for me to kind of record my runs. I will try and record a little bit before the run to tell you how I'm feeling, and then after the run as well to tell you how it went. If I can, and I've got people with me at some stages, I'll try and record some of the runs, but for now, I can go with what I've got, right? So I'll try and keep you as much as I can posted with the whole process and how it goes and how I'm feeling. But yeah, I'll see you on the run.